Hey folks, Clef here. And today I'll be teaching you how to fly the IL-10 in IL-2 Korea. We'll begin here on the ramp. Before we fly, this aircraft is going to need a lot of manual engine management, and you're going to have to follow along with quite a few keybinds. Press escape, open the handbook, go to the flight manual, and you'll find all of your engine management keybinds that you'll need for this aircraft right here. You'll also find other keybinds that'll be necessary later in the video. We'll set our mixture to 50%. We'll set our propeller pitch to 100%, and we'll crack our throttle to about 10%. It'll take a minute for your aircraft to get running. And of course, we'll start the aircraft by pressing E. With the aircraft running now, let's take a look at the cockpit. Below our gun sight, we have our airspeed indicator. Below that, we have our altimeter. To the right of our altimeter, we have our side slip indicator. To the right of that, we have our artificial horizon, and above that, we have our vertical speed indicator. To the left of our vertical speed indicator, we have our magnetic compass. Now, let's take a look at our farthest left console by our left knee. First up, we have our tachometer. To the left of that, we have a clock. Below that, we have our engine thermometers. The right engine thermometer is for water, while the left engine thermometer is for oil. According to the flight manual, these are the temperatures you want to be targeting and managing via your water radiator and oil radiator controls. As you open or close your water and oil radiators, you'll see the needle move. We'll leave it shut for now. You can set these with the bomb selector or left alt B and rocket selector or left alt R keybinds. Finally, we have our landing gear indicator lights with green indicating down. Now that we're familiar with the cockpit, I think we're ready to taxi. Do take note that you can lock and unlock the tail wheel by pressing W. We'll roll forwards and unlock our tail wheel. Using our differential brake, we'll turn left. With our tail wheel unlocked, we'll go ahead and lean out the side in order to look past our nose. We'll give her a bit of throttle, and we'll use our differential brake to initiate a turn in the direction we'd like to go. I'm going to hold the brake down and deflect the rudder in the opposite direction, tapping the brake and letting the aircraft move into that turn. For straight stretches of taxiway, we can relock the tail wheel and use the differential braking for correction. Unlock the tail wheel again for this turn. Using those differential brakes. And with our tail wheel relocked, we'll pull up and stop at the hold short. Here, we'll configure for takeoff. We'll lower our flaps to the takeoff position. With right alt L, we'll turn on the navigation lights. We'll open the water radiator valves entirely. And we'll do the same for the oil radiator valves. This will prevent our engine from overheating during takeoff. We'll check for traffic and taxi to take the runway. I'll unlock the tail wheel as we make our turn. I'm just tapping those brakes to use the differential braking. Giving it a lot of left rudder right now because it wants to turn right. I'm going to roll forward and lock the tail wheel. I'm going to roll forward a little to get the tail wheel straight. And there we go. We'll shut the canopy by pressing C. Before we roll, we'll want to be targeting 2350 RPM for a regular takeoff. We'll want to be targeting 2500 RPM for a heavy takeoff. For a regular takeoff, 90% RPM and full throttle will give you 2350 RPM. For a regular takeoff, 90% RPM and full throttle will give you 2350 RPM. I'm going to apply full throttle with the brakes. Giving your left rudder to compensate for the engine pulling me right. And release the brakes. Using left rudder to stay straight down the runway. Nose is going to want to come down soon. We'll let it. All right, and we'll rotate. I rotated a little early, but at around 175, we can expect to get airborne when the aircraft is light. I'm going to go gear up, leave the flaps down for now.
Красный я Джордж. Задача выполнена. Возврат на точку. Красный первый. Выполняю. Я красный первый. Взлет произвел. Красный, работайте по заданию.
Because of the radio chatter, I wasn't able to say I went flaps up around 200. And we're airborne. The following limits apply to takeoff mode in this aircraft. We'll trim her out for nice and steady flight. Once we're a little further away from the airfield, I'll talk to you about different flight characteristics and quirks this aircraft has. The aircraft has the following flight restrictions with a maximum speed of 590 kilometers per hour. At around 90% RPM and 95% throttle, you'll enter nominal mode, which the aircraft can maintain indefinitely. With the radiators open all the way, a significant amount of drag is applied to the airframe. With the radiators set to 50%, they'll be aerodynamically neutral. Entering combat, you should close them all the way to protect the radiators from damage from ground fire. When deploying ordnance from your two bomb bays, the bomb bay doors will open automatically. However, if carrying external ordnance beneath these bomb bays, you'll have to drop those first. By pressing left Windows F, we can deploy an anti-aircraft grenade to the rear of the aircraft. The aircraft will automatically step through ordnance selection as you go through from outer pylons to the bomb bays. With all those quirks out of the way, let's talk about landing the IL-10. We'll slow to below 300 kilometers per hour. We'll make sure that our water radiator and oil radiator are fully open to give us maximum drag. We can deploy our landing gear. We'll target a glide slope speed with our flaps fully deployed of 210 to 220 kilometers per hour. By tapping the flaps button twice, you can lower the flaps to the landing position. We'll target a glide slope speed with our flaps fully deployed of 210 to 220 kilometers per hour. On final, we'll be targeting an approach speed of 170 to 190 kilometers per hour, and we'll try to touch down at around 150 to 160 kilometers per hour depending on load. And while you watch this landing, please consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps the channel grow. Alright guys, that's all there is to it. If this video helped you out, let me know in the comments and leave a like. Lev, out.